Welcome to McDonald County Mustangs football, live on kneo.org. This is a presentation of the KNEO and McDonald County Sports Network. You're locked in to the official pregame show of the McDonald County Mustangs. This is your home for every sack, interception, and touchdown. Now, let's go live to the game site for all the action.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4 State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4 State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Here's a question for you.
Are you religious?
If you answered yes, remember, religion by itself, says Billy Graham, can't save your soul.
Every person here will have to admit that we're guilty of breaking all of God's law. All of it. No matter how religious we may be. Judgment is going to come.
But you can avoid that judgment because God's Son, Jesus Christ, died to pay for the penalty of your sins.
The Bible teaches that God is a God of mercy. We don't know the mercy of God. It's so beyond our comprehension and our thinking that no matter what sin anybody has ever committed in history, if we truly repent, God will forgive. He has to forgive because His Word says so.
Find out more about God and His mercy. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. From the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
It's time for the Kellen Hoover Coaches Show, sponsored by Houston's Pump Service. Learn more about them online at houstonspumpservice.com.
Welcome to the Coach Kellen Hoover Show. I'm John Ball, and we've got the coach, Kellen Hoover. Coach, it was pretty nice to be able to go somewhere and finally hit somebody besides yourself on Friday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, in Jamboree, I don't think you ever leave them feeling like you just played your best football, and you shouldn't at that point. Like, a lot of times, especially for our kids that are maybe new to Friday nights, it's their first action at that speed. It's their first football played at a different speed than any sub-varsity level. And so, you know, that's especially those first few plays, you always feel like you're just a step slow because, you know, it's different than any practice has been up to that point. And so it's just important to get those jitters out, get those kind of few plays under your belt, and then you kind of settle in and get to work. And I thought we did that on Friday. It was really good to see our kids kind of, you know, we took a couple lumps early, kind of got hit in the mouth a little bit, and then we settled in. Defense got a really good stop against Neosho in the first session, and then offensively, we kind of found a few ways to gain some yards there. Weren't able to punch one in, but, you know, we felt good about the progress a lot of our guys made, even through one session. Then you talk about from the first session, second session, a lot of our kids got better from beginning to end of their playing time. And so, you know, that was what we wanted to see. And then at the end of the day, the most important thing that you want to see come out of the Jamboree is health, and we were very healthy coming out.
Well, for those people that don't know, we were in Mount Vernon. We took on the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. We took on the Neosho Wildcats. And we took on the Forsyth Panthers. And it's just kind of a really controlled situation where you do, 15 offensive plays, then you turn around. And we've actually got 2 football games going at one time. But it's an opportunity, especially we saw the Mountaineer coaches out there on the field watching their kids doing the things that they needed to be doing and maybe stopping occasionally and talking to them.
Yeah, it's kind of chaotic, I guess, if you're up in the stands watching, because there are two games going on at one time. So that can kind of be a lot of action at one time. But, it is controlled, and that's what's nice about it. Like I said, you get to work on the speed of I think they say an average play is 4.6 seconds. So you get those 4.6 seconds of that speed that you need, and then you get to kind of come back, be controlled, and the coaches are able to be there at that time, which is, for us, we're just not going to signal in plays just so that way, there's no scouting that could ever potentially happen there. So we just are back there. We're calling the plays in the huddle, which is not our norm, but we are able to kind of fix any mistakes that we may have saw the play before. And like you said, it is very controlled, and that's what's nice about it. You feel like they're trying to keep kids safe as they're playing those games, because they want to see people come out healthy too. And they do a really good job the way they run it now, and I'm glad we get to go there every year.
Yeah, the officials certainly are real quick at throwing a play dead or blowing it dead because it keeps people from getting hurt. To answer the question most people are probably going to ask is, we played Mount Vernon. We're going to play them in 3 or 4 weeks, but you and the other coach, by consensus, decided you're just going to play your JV, so you're not playing your varsity against one another, right?
Yeah, and that's good for 2 reasons. Number one, it gets our guys off the field a little bit when that's who we're going to, we play Mount Vernon, I believe, September 12th. So, that's not very far away. And so we took our varsity guys off the field, and it lets us see our young guys on film, lets us kind of coach them up a little bit because, through camp, through practice, they get some repetitions, but it's not nearly as many as our varsity guys are. And so it's just really good to see them in live action, and, we're able to kind of see what they can do and coach them up. So it kind of is a win-win for us.
Yeah, the guy out on the field underneath center is a guy that's been pretty familiar to McDonald County football for a while. That's Ryder Martin. He's a senior this year, but he's 6'2" and about 180. That's a little tall for a quarterback, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's worked extremely hard to put on a little bit of extra weight this off season, so that way he can be really durable as we go into this year, because have to drop back and throw it. He's going to have to make some reads in our RPO stuff, and he's going to have to just run some read run or called quarterback run. And so he's going to have a lot on his plate, and some of that's going to involve him running the ball. And to be able to do that, he has packed on a little bit of weight as he's worked so hard, really all through high school, but especially this past off season, he's worked really hard. He's worked really hard at his craft of becoming a really good quarterback. He's mechanically really sound, and he makes really good decisions. And so that continued the other night. We were able to see him do some really good things in the pocket, outside the pocket, and like I said earlier, he was able to come out healthy, which is the most important thing. So, like you said, he's very familiar to McDonald County football. He's been a defensive mainstay for a couple of years now, and that's going to continue, obviously. So it's a little bit scary just as he's going to be on the field every snap, but he's a playmaker on both sides of the ball, and I'm glad he's on our side.
Well, having a double-threat quarterback like that's got to give the entire team confidence, because they know if maybe there's a block, if maybe there's a mess-up somewhere and it's a scramble, he's going to take the ball and run, and that up front, right?
Yeah, you don't have to be perfect. Obviously, you want to be up front. You want a really clean pocket, and you'd love to step into it and then just make throws down the field every time. But you also acknowledge that it's high school football, and that's just not going to happen every time. And having a guy that can run a little bit does kind of just add that level of insurance, I guess, and you feel like there's going to be times where he'll be able to just kind of go off script and still make a play, even when maybe somebody gets beat or something like that. Maybe our guys aren't open, we get all covered up, and he's able to still go make a play. And, that's kind of devastating for a defense when that happened. They feel like they did everything right, and then just having an athlete back there like Ryder, we're still able to make a positive play out of what could have potentially been a negative one.
Well, we're at Lamar for the opener tonight. You made a comment off camera a while ago about how you really like for the Jamboree to be an away game. Tell me about that a little bit.
I like how it always makes us kind of have a practice road game in an environment that's not so high pressure of, hey, it's week one and we're about to go play our first four-quarter conference opponent like we are this week. So, last week we were able to just kind of work out all those pregame kinks that are always there, and it allows you to go over bus expectations. It allows you to go over pregame groups, pregame expectations, just what all of that looks like. It just allows you to go through that, go over that, and work out any mistakes that you find in an environment that, it doesn't count in the win and loss column. And so that's what's always nice to me. I kind of like going on the road. It's just a good little dress rehearsal for that. And, here we are week one with a road game. And so, hopefully those things are kind of smoothed out by now.
All right, Coach, well, we'll let you go. I know you're a busy guy. Congratulations on a good Jamboree. You accomplished the three things that you talked about earlier. The ball game's getting ready to start, so we'll let you go and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You've been listening to the Kellen Hoover Coaches Show, sponsored by Houston's Pump Service. We'll be back with more Mustang football after this on the McDonald County and KNEO Sports Network.
So, you believe in God. That means you'll go to heaven, right? Well, that depends on how you define the word believe. Billy Graham.
The Bible says the devil believes and trembles, but the devil's not going to heaven. You can believe in God. You can believe in Christ. You can believe in the church. You can believe in the Bible, but that won't get you to heaven. It's more than that. The word believe means to commit. It means to surrender. I'm asking you tonight to commit, to stand on, to receive Christ as your Lord and your Master and your Savior. Let Him forgive the past, give you a new dimension of living. Write your name on the book of life. Make sure you're going to heaven.
If you're ready to take that step and believe that Jesus is your Savior, let's talk now at 855-255-PRAY. 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Hinson Electric, a family-owned and operated business, is proud to support the McDonald County Mustangs. Hinson Electric has the experience needed to get the job done right the first time. They offer 24-hour emergency service and can take care of all your electrical jobs, including commercial, industrial, and residential electric wiring and maintenance. Call Hinson Electric today at 417-223-4507 for your free estimate. Go Mustangs!
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck, or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
A backer of McDonald County sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com or call them at 417-359-5470. Specialty Risk Insurance, where they practice new ideas with old-fashioned service.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 2918 East 20th Street in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
So send motion. Ryder going deep. He's got Brody if he gets the ball to it. Ball incomplete. Brody had him beat. Just didn't quite get the ball to him. Could have been called pass interference. But you're not going to get any calls up here, guys.
No.
Mustangs back to punt. It's like Ryder Martin will punt. White Gordon's our long snapper. Punt back. Be returned. The middle. As you see, there's a flag there. Ryder Martin on the tackle. Penalties on the play. Good tackle out there by Ryder.
We have a holding penalty against the Tigers.
Holding against the Tigers, that'll move the ball back. Mustang defense needs to stiffen up.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
We should be back now.
Well, Mustang fans, we apologize for the technical difficulties. Lamar will come out way overbalanced to the bottom of your screen.
Not sure.
Mustangs trying to figure out how to line up on that.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Yeah, they're in motion. Handoff up the middle. He'll be stopped. Stephen Beniehu in on the tackle. On with J.P. Clarkson. Mustangs trail 7-0 with 9:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Second down and 9 for the Tigers. And the breaded twins out to the top of your screen. Empty backfield for now for the Tigers. Ball fumbled there. Wyatt Gordon was there. He just couldn't quite bounce on the ball. Mustangs need to get turnovers when they get chances like that. Does bring up a third down and 11 for the Lamar Tigers. Big play here for the Mustangs if they can hold them.
Looks like
Power set out here to the bottom of your screen. Lone receiver to the top.
3rd and 11, is that it? What it looks like?
Yeah. Motion across. Little reverse. Mustangs get sucked in. That'll be a first down. Ball out to the Lamar 45-yard line, the 46-yard line. Maddox Fegan on the stop, but not before Lamar picks up a first down. Lamar having success so far getting to the edge on the far side of the field.
First down, 7:44 on the clock.
Flick in up, quarterback there, flags.
Penalty flags out.
Gonna call encroachment on the Mustangs, offsides on the Mustangs.
5-yard penalty sets a ball at
Brings the ball into Mustang territory at the 48-yard line. First down and 5 for the Tigers. Like we said, Lamar shows you lots of things out there. Lots of misdirection, but they're basically just a power football team. Abbreviated twins to the top, single receiver, but see how they're all bunched inside? They try to get you bunched inside, then they turn you and get to the outside, right like that. Quarterback goes out of bounds. Forced out there by J.W. Riley, but that's a first down for the Tigers. Ball on the Mustang 33-yard line.
Ball set at the Mustang 33-yard line. First down, Tigers.
Numbers to the bottom of your screen. Single receiver up top. Handoff up the middle. Brody Rushler in on the tackle.
Ryder Martin there too.
Ryder Martin there too. Gain of about 5. Second down, maybe 6. 6:42 left to go here in the first quarter.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3, Tigers.
Receiver to the top. Motion, cross. Quarterback just going to come and take it. Good job of forcing him inside that time better. Maddox Fegan in on the tackle. Better job squeezing that in by the defensive that time. Brings up a third down and about 3.
Gain of a yard, 3rd and 3, Tigers.
Lamar comes out. Numbers to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback throws a little out. Tackled out there. J.W. Riley on the tackle, but that'll be enough for a first down. Just a little out route.
Yeah, Mustangs, when they're playing, that far back, that's an easy pitch and catch there for the quarterback and receiver. And in short downage like that, it's going to be an easy first down every time.
Well, they do have to catch it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they catch it, it's going to be an easy one.
5:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Twins out to the top of your screen for Lamar. Hand off up that. Trying to get to the outside. Better job there by the Mustangs. Good job there. Good play.
Stephen Benhumea with the tackle.
Benhumea on the tackle. White Gordon also in on the tackle. Brody, excuse me. My 8 and my 9s again. Brody in on that.
2nd and 12, Tigers.
Loss of 2 on that play.
We had clouds blocking the sun, but now the clouds are gone.
Yeah.
And I had to bring my sunglasses.
Twins to the top. Motion again.
Delay of game. Coming from the backfield. Yep, delay of game.
Delay of game. Against the Tigers, that'll move it back 5. Mustang defense really needs to bow up here in a second down and about 18. Probably 4 down territory for Lamar.
More Tiger football season with some halftime hype. We have the LBT plus an end zone dash.
Water time. Oh,
Water
no.
timeout. We'll take a break. This is Mustang football on KNEO Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. find your pride. At Missouri Southern State University.
We're back, Mustang fans. Lamar faces a second down and 18, ball on about their own 32-yard line. We apologize to Chris Smith and the American Family Insurance Agency. We didn't get to do our secrets of success because we were having technical difficulties. I guess I'll go back to the one Rick Peck told me earlier when he got here. He said the team that wins will be the team that scores the most points.
Yeah, well, mine was just going to be one word, finish.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we kind of had troubles with last year is finishing the football game, so we need a finish tonight.
Lamar's receiver to the top, to the bottom. Motion. Quarterback going to roll out, looks to throw. Receiver wide open in the middle of the field.
Oh, fumble!
Looks like Lamar's recovered it. Ryder Martin there on the tackle.
Mustangs had a chance for the ball.
That'll be a first down and a goal to goal for Lamar. Ball all the way down on looks like the 2-3 yard line maybe.
Brody Rosen, number 8 on the stop. First down, Tigers, first and goal from the 3.
Handoff up the middle. Good tackle there to keep him out of the end zone. J.P. Clarkson crashing down from his defensive end spot.
Gain of a yard or so on the play.
Gain of maybe a yard. Second down and goal. 3:23 left to go here in the first quarter.
On the stop for the Mustangs.
Lamar leading 7-0 and driving.
Second and goal, ball on the 2-yard line.
Lamar full house backfield here. Little power eye. Back a roll out, just try to get to the corner. Good tackle there.
Oh, but he's in.
Says he's in the end zone, but that was a good stick by the Mustangs.
Yep.
Was that Ryder, Eric? Could you tell?
No, I couldn't tell who it was.
He delivered a blow, but give Lamar quarterback credit. He got in the end zone and held on to the ball. On to attempt the extra point. Number 63 for Lamar, Chris Urez. And he's a healthy young man. Kick up. Kick is no good. Good pressure there by the Mustangs. And with 2:53 left to go, McDonald County trails 13-0. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Logan Martin to kick off for Lamar. Back for the Mustangs, we got Breck and Brody. Breck did a good job returning the last kickoff. He'll get a chance to return this one. Takes it on about his own 15. Cuts up the middle. Gets a break. Good job there by Breck, bringing it all the way out to the 38. And I will make one prediction, Eric. I think Brody or Breck or both of them will break one of these.
Yeah, I think they could.
This year. Mustangs come back out needing to move the football. 2:45 left to go, trailing 13-0 here in the first quarter. Mustangs will have trips out here to the bottom of your screen. Sosa's still in at running back. Handoff up the middle. Gain of maybe 1 by Leo.
Headed the line of scrimmage by a wall of Tiger defenders. Troy Onstadt, 36, lead on the stop for the Tigers.
No gain there. Second down and 10.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 37. Mustangs stay with trips down here. So they'll go in motion. Martin takes off himself. He'll break. Martin in the open field. Martin lowers his head. Gets the ball out to about the Lamar 38-yard line.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag. Holding against the Mustangs. Moves the ball back.
Spotted the foul was just shy of the 40. Going to set the ball just shy of the 30-yard line.
Brings up a second down and long for the Mustangs, about 17.
Second and 17 for the Mustangs.
Negates a really good run.
Yeah.
By Ryder. Martin rolls out. He's in trouble. He'll get away. Throws the ball incomplete. Great job by Ryder just getting loose enough.
Yeah, and
avoiding the sack.
Had that dump pass open there, just kind of out through Brody.
Third and 17. Brecken Brody down here to the bottom, Wyatt to the top.
I don't know, has the Mustangs picked up a first down yet?
Yes, we picked up
Did we?
one.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we had one earlier or not.
Ryder back. Throwing the ball deep for Gordon. Pass is incomplete. A lot of contact down there, but none of it called.
I think, as you said, we're not going to get a whole lot of calls.
Ryder to punt for the Mustangs. Ryder gets the kickoff. Takes a Mustang bounce. Good job there by Brody Russler on the tackle. Bringing down Toby Ansley. Lamar will take over on their own 47-yard line. 1:34 left to go here in the first quarter. As always, we like to thank our sponsors, Cornerstone Bank, Big Nickel, Houston's Pump Service, 4 State Printing, Tammy Clark for all your Mustang apparel needs, Dana Keaton Insurance, Newmac Electric, KSN KOD TV, ProLube Maintenance Center, Chris Smith, American Family Agents, sponsor of our Secrets to Success. Lamar comes out. Twins to the top. Quarterback just going to try and keep the ball, looking for a hole. Tackled there by the Mustangs. J.P. Clarkson in on it. Vitch James in on it. Chester Curtis in on the tackle. And Maxis Spurgeon in on the tackle. Gain of about 4, bringing it up just shy of the 50-yard line. Twins to the top. 2 running backs behind the tackles. Empty backfield. Quarterback throws a little out.
Good job.
Brett Rubik there, better tackle.
Good job by
J.P.
Brett.
Clarkson also comes up and finishes him off. Bring up a 3rd down. And about 3. 3rd and 3 for Lamar. They'll have to run a play before the end of the quarter.
So this last time they were in this short yardage like this, they did that little dump pass here on the outside.
Receivers to the bottom, to the top. Handoff up the middle. Tackled there, good job. White in on the tackle, Ryder in on the tackle. That'll stop him for 4th down. But we'll come to the end of the first quarter with Lamar driving and Lamar leading 13-0. This is Mustang Football on the KNO Sports Network.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4 State Printing in Anderson, Missouri, serving the area.
Whether it's Friday night football or volleyball matches, McDonald County Telephone and Internet believes every play deserves to be celebrated. That's why we're proud to sponsor McDonald County Athletics, providing the fast and reliable internet you need to stream games, share highlights, and cheer on our Mustangs. Delivering internet and telephone to Anderson, Jane, and Pineville, we offer broadband services on a fiber optic network. Find out more at olmac.net or give us a call at 417-223-4313.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
Welcome back. 4th down. Mustangs defense will have to be stout but also smart, not get drawn out on a quick count or hard count. Quarterback hands off up the middle. It'll be close. Pinned upon the spot.
I think they're going to spot it far enough.
Good job down there by Vic James. Maddox Fegan in on that tackle. They're going to give him the 1st down. First down on the Mustang 41-yard line. Interior line did a good job. They just didn't have much to get. Lamar comes out, receiver to the top of your screen, small receiver to the bottom. Motion. Flags on the play. Timeout for Lamar. Coach must have seen something in that formation he didn't like.
No, there was a delay penalty again.
They called a delay. Yeah. They called a timeout instead. Mustang football brought to you by Southwest City Full Gospel Church, located at 612 South Main, is a community-minded family church with room for everyone. Sunday school begins at 9:45, morning worship at 10:50, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Ministering for over 80 years in Southwest McDonald County and a proud supporter of the Mustangs, as are McDonald County Telephone and Internet. Your internet needs in McDonald County. Crowder College, Banner Church of the Nazarene. McDonald County Chamber of Commerce does a whole lot to support the Mustangs. Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. B&M and Yokomana Tire, Matco Heating and Cooling, and Specialty Risk Insurance. First down on the Mustang 42-yard line for Lamar. They have small twin set to the top. Quarterback in the backfield by himself for now. Quarterback will follow. They pull a guard. Better job there.
Good job,
Good job by J.P. Clarkson. They get a lot of people going that way. They'll pull a guard, and then that backside back that's just standing over there also leads up in that hole. So good job by J.P. to close that down. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the Mustang 42-yard line. Receiver to the bottom, short set to the top. This is where they like to get outside. Quarterback goes out. Now he finds that seam.
Yep.
Ryder taking him. Ryder will track him down. Great effort out there by Ryder Martin to save a touchdown. Tried to cause the fumble, but he couldn't.
But number 5 is he's going to come out of the game, it looks like. Oh, yeah, well, he took his helmet off, so he has to come out now.
Ball down to the, looks like 5-yard line.
Oh.
6-yard line.
I thought he had.
I think that's only college, Eric.
Oh, that's interesting.
Lamar, 1st down and goal from their own 6. Hand off up the middle. Mustangs close in there. Wyatt Gordon in on the tackle. Ryder Martin in on the tackle. Gain of 4 down to the 2. 10:04 left to go here in the second quarter. And Chester Curtis also in on that tackle. Flag there.
Illegal substitution if it came from the umpire or referee? Yeah.
Yep. Illegal substitution.
I believe is a call against the Tigers.
I think they had too many people on the field.
Probably too many in the huddle because nobody else came back on, did they?
Yeah.
You're right, Eric. Moves the ball back to the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mustangs need to take advantage of these breaks. Single receiver to the bottom. Everybody else bunched up inside. Running back in the backfield this time. Handoff up the middle. Running hard. Mustangs trying to keep him out. They won't. He'll drive on in there for a touchdown.
Yeah, he broke through about 3 or 4 tackles there. You're not going to be able to arm tackle him. You're going to have to grab him and pull him down.
Yeah, Williams on the touchdown. Running hard, and like Eric said, you're going to have to put a helmet on him to stop him.
Yep. I saw that down here earlier with one of his carries.
Extra point attempt. Kick up. That one will be good. And Lamar leads 20-0. 9:13 left to go here in the second quarter, excuse me. This is Mustang football on the KNO Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area school systems and the future of our communities.
Yeah. Brody and Breck back. Ball kicked up, received by the up man. Does a good job getting to the outside, needs to run up top. Good job, good return there. J.W. Riley. Mustangs offense coming out on the field. Mustangs need to move the ball, get some first downs, take some time off this clock. String some first downs together if they can. Chester Curtis, Max Spurgeon out there. Hayden Allenbaugh. Justice Washam. Sosa still in the backfield with Ryder. Ryder looks to carry it himself, cuts up the middle, drives forward. Good job there by Ryder Martin. He'll gain about 4 out to the Mustang 41. Bring a second down and about 7. Brody and Breck to the top. Everybody kind of bunched inside formation. Back. Brody has the ball. Cuts upside. Has some speed. Brody Russler. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Brody Russler.
No flags. Great job there by...
Good job. Great job by Brody. Good job by the line. Good job sealing out there, and that's what the Mustangs needed. Brody showing off that speed, Eric.
Yep, there's an injured player over here for Lamar.
Now, help me with this, Eric. Who's our kicker? Ben?
That's Stephen Ben-Humea.
Ben-Humea. Ryder Martin to hold the ball. Lamar player still being attended to. Well, Eric, that's the spark that the Mustangs needed.
Yeah, that was a great play there for Brody. And great blocking there to get him through.
Sprung. And he showed you that speed. He doesn't need much, but
yeah.
Trent Corbett getting himself off the field for the Tigers. You know, Eric, we talked on the way up. We need to find ways to get Brody the ball.
Yep.
Appreciate Dr. Ogden, our team doctor, and our trainer, Dave Compton. We appreciate you guys watching over our boys each and every game.
And that is, let me go over there and look. Trent Torbeck, their senior, who's already had some impact in the game, so that might be a big miss for Lamar.
He walked off. He'll probably be back. I think he's just a little bit winded from trying to catch Brody.
Well, he was kind of stumbling, though. I thought maybe something with his
extra point is good. Straight through the middle without a doubt.
I thought it bounced off the upright.
And with 8:17 left, McDonald County climbs back to within 13. This is McDonald County football on the KNEO Sports Network.
As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Mustang fans, welcome back after that exciting touchdown by Brody Rustlers. Miguel Mora will kick the ball off for McDonald County. Back deep for Lamar, it looks like number 10, Brody Reeves. He's a freshman. Here comes the kick. Nice high kick, drives him back. He'll receive the ball. This thing's coming down. There's a seam. Touchdown saving tackle out there.
Yep, that was Andrew Bogart.
Andrew Bogart, number 23. Mustangs got to do a better
23.
job on that coverage.
Sorry, Miguel Mora,
Miguel
the kicker.
Mora, the kicker.
I thought it was 32, my bad.
Good job by Miguel.
Yeah, that was a great tackle for
yes, it was.
A soccer player.
Lamar will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45. Running basically a little twin set out here. Quarterback in the backfield by himself.
It's a great night now for football because you can see.
Handoff on the round to 7. Mustangs close that down a little bit.
That sun's finally starting to dip below the stadium.
Parker on the
dip.
Tackle out there by
James
Wyatt Gordon. Gain of about 3, bring up a 2nd down and 7. Eric, Mustangs need either a stop or a turnover.
Yeah, and so they've had some pretty good opportunities for a stop, but just haven't been able to complete it. So, and we've seen Lamar put the ball on the ground twice now, but Mustangs haven't been able to jump on it.
Empty backfield again. Quarterback changing the play.
They got another timeout here, so that's
another timeout to save a delay.
I think that's all of their timeouts for this half. Which, I mean, there's how much? 7:24.
So that could be big.
Yeah.
Mustangs will take a break. We will too. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
The McDonald County Sports Network is sponsored in part by the McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. The McDonald County Chamber strives to promote local businesses and unite the county, offering networking events for members as well as non-members, working together to make McDonald County, Missouri a better place to visit, work, and live. For more information, visit their website at www.mcdonaldcountychamber.org.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. 2nd down and about 7 for Lamar. The ball on their own 47. Mustangs trail 20-7.
Yeah, so Lamar is out of timeouts for this half.
Receiver to the bottom of your screen. That same bunched formation. Quarterback by himself for now.
Yep, there's going to be a false start. Left guard kind of fell forward.
Legend Rick Peck up here doing his best to help the officials.
Yeah. Well,
now this is a big series. It's 2nd down and 12.
It's funny.
Ball back on their side of the 40. We need to hold him and force him to punt.
Yeah, I'm chuckling because the side official here threw his flag after everybody else threw theirs, like 3 minutes afterwards. Now they're lined up in the neutral zone.
Fake quarterback. We missed him.
Yeah.
And you can't miss him. He'll ramble for a 1st down. Had a chance to tackle him for about a 6-yard gain. Maddox Fegan was on the stop.
But
that brings the ball back into Mustang territory with the ball on the 46-yard line.
Who do we have out there on the line right now?
We got Max's. I think we got Curtis Benyehu's out there.
Yeah.
JP's out there.
Let's see. JP.
Ball. Quarterback. Receivers to the top and the bottom. Hand up there. Got to make a tackle. Maddox Fegan with another tackle.
Brody kind of
Brody was there, but he
trying to strip the ball. But
ball on the 39-yard line. Gain of about 6. 6:26 left to go in the second quarter.
So, you know, our linemen out there outweigh Lamar's linemen by, 15, 20 pounds on some of them. Lamar's just getting lower and getting that.
Quarterback back. Oh, almost had him. White Gordon, quarterback will tuck and run now. He'll get out of bounds. Forced out of bounds by Ryder. Well, what Lamar's very good at, Eric, is they pull their guards, they pull their tackles. They end up with more guys on the side they're running than you got guys.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point I was making there is they're getting that leverage to push the defense back and then disengage and pull them around to open that hole.
First down on the Mustang 27-yard line.
And it was good pressure by the Mustangs in that last play.
Quarterback looking to throw. Now he'll run. Good job there. Nice tackle, way to come up. Ryder Martin with an excellent play from the secondary.
That's a loss, I think, of about a yard.
Loss of about a yard and a half.
But, on that last play there where the quarterback got free, they got good pressure. They just didn't have anybody to come up and get him from the secondary.
Well, anytime you're a quarterback, you can't let him escape to the outside.
Yep.
Because there isn't any help out there. Running back in the backfield this time. Just a little pitch out there.
Oh, that's a hold.
Ryder again in on the tackle. Maddox Fegan also in on the tackle.
They got a
gain to about the third down and about 4. Ball on about the 19-yard line to the Mustangs. 4:53 left to go here in the second quarter.
They're going to have to start calling that holding because they're kind of just wrapping JP up with his arm and just pulling him backwards.
Throw intercepted there. Good job. That's a turnover the Mustangs needed. Still on his feet, moving. Ryder Martin up the sideline. 50. Great job to the 30.
Great job there by Ryder to get up there.
Great job by Ryder to read that.
Yep. And the quarterback's the only one that was able to stop him.
Well, great job by the guy out there trying to lead block, but not pushing him in the back.
Yep.
That's too wide open. You're going to see that. But that brings the ball down to the Lamar 25 with 4:16 left to go.
Mustangs going to have to capitalize on this turnover now. That's the one thing, we talked about for, my key is finish. So they started this drive now here at the 30, the 25.
Back there, Leo Sosa with a good ball carry. Leans forward, gets asked about the 19-yard line. Good job by Leo.
Leo Soaz there. Oh, they're only going to give him to the 20.
Gain of about 5, second down and 5.
And Ryder intercepted that probably about the 2 or 3 yard line.
Ryder did a great job of reading the one quarterback, reading another quarterback.
Yep. And that's why it's important.
Breck and White out here to the bottom, Brody to the top. Ball incomplete. Trying to hit Brody on that slant.
That throw just kind of
Ryder knows
off.
he just kind of let that one go a little bit too soon.
Yep.
Mustangs will call a timeout. Good job by Coach. We got plenty of them. We'll keep it here. Again, our sponsors, we can't thank them enough. Patterson Heights Baptist Church, located at the intersection of Highway 43 and 76. west of Anderson, has Sunday school Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. with morning worship at 11 a.m. They also have Sunday night Bible study and prayer on Sunday nights at 6:15, with services for adults use on Wednesday nights at 6:30. Proud supporters of the Mustangs. Thomas, did you get the cheerleaders?
Yes, Smith.
All right. Cheerleaders doing an excellent job tonight, as they always do. Mustangs come back, third down. Ball on the 24-down territory, of course, for the Mustangs. Brecken Brody to the top, Wyatt down here to the bottom. Leo still in the backfield. And we're going to have motion on the Mustangs. Leo goes a little too fast on that. And Eric, that goes back to your deal of finishing.
Yep.
Can't shoot ourselves in the foot. Moves the ball back to about the 25-yard line. Third down and 10 from a manageable 2 downs to get 5 yards to 2 downs to get 10. Ten seconds on the play clock. Ryder looking to throw. Throws, ball caught.
First down.
First down for the Mustangs. That's Brett Rubick. Brett Rubick, the original Mr. Good Hands people. Excellent catch out there by Brett. Moves the ball on a first down. Good job by the line, giving Blake some time. Giving Ryder some time. First down from the 13, 3:12 left. Plenty of time for the Mustangs. They don't have to be in a hurry. Brody in motion. Fakes it to Brody. Martin keeps it. Martin goes to the inside, lowers his head. He'll get down to about the 1. Super job there. First down and goal for the Mustangs.
Mustangs, ball on the 1.
Leo in the backfield. Brody in motion. Hand off to Leo. He'll lower his head. He'll score. Touchdown, Leo Sosa.
So
Yeah. I'll get that before the end of the year, but Leo gets it in.
Yes, he did.
Good job by the line over there. J.P. Clarkson, Spurgeon, Curtis Townsend, Elam, Allen Ball, all the boys.
And
Mustangs down by 7.
That's where
Benny Yehu, right?
Ben Humea.
Ben Humea. I'm going to get that one right, too. Mothers, I apologize.
That one's a hard one, though. I mess up on Saturdays for it sometimes, too.
Extra point. Ryder holding. Ben's kick is
no good.
No good. Blocked.
No, it didn't get it off the ground.
Mustangs score, though, and Tigers leave 20, McDonald County 13. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Today's event is being supported by Banner Church of the Nazarene, located at 597 North Fork Road between Anderson and Goodman. Banner Church of the Nazarene services are Sunday school at 9:30 and family worship at 10:30. Check out their special Sunday night youth fellowship. Wednesday services begin at 7, offering adult Bible study, ladies Bible study, youth and children's services. Contact them at bannerchurch.com, 417-364-7461, or dennis@bannerchurch.com.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795.
More with the kickoff for the Mustangs. He'll put this one on the ground. Covered up. Good job down there on coverage of the Mustangs. Good job.
That's
Leo in on the tackle.
Leo gets the touchdown, then gets the tackle on the kickoff.
Also Andrew Bogart in on that stop. Well, Eric, 2:20, but Lamar, as you said, has no timeouts, right?
They do not. So, obviously the ball or the clock will stop on first downs, but Mustangs, had that interception and just punched it in. So here you want to either end the half with you having the ball or them not scoring.
Well, you want them not to score because we'll get the ball the second half. Back.
Good.
Ball knocked down.
Who was that? Was that Vince? 26? Yep, Vince James.
Well, Vince James must have a whale of a vertical if he knocked that down.
Well, maybe it wasn't Vince. He was over there.
It was the Mustangs, though. I don't know who. It was someone over there on that side. We apologize.
It could have been Brody or it could have been Wyatt.
Second down. Little twin set out here to the bottom of your screen. One receiver up top. Quarterback going to go back. Throws a little good job out there of pressure. Tries to set up a screen, and it was there. But pressure from Wyatt Gordon and Ben.
Yeah, this is a
break that up. This is a big play here. Third down.
Big third down.
They had that little receiver. They had that screen set up pretty good, Eric, but he just didn't have time to throw it.
Yeah.
Gordon and Ben pressured him too much. Big play here. We're back. Going to try to go deep. Has a man. Incomplete.
Way overthrown there.
Overthrown a little bit. Decent pass rush by the Mustangs. And that's one we caught a little break on, Eric, because he was kind of in there. Breck will go back to return the punt. Breck's always dangerous.
Yep, just got a one, don't get tricked out here on a trick play. Don't hit the kicker and secure the ball.
Punt. High punt to the side. Breck's going to let it roll. Good punt. It'll roll down to the 12.
Yep. Hey, I mean, good, smart idea there for Breck to let that just roll because you don't want to try to pick that ball up off the ground, bouncing like that.
The gain's probably not worth the risk right there, Eric, like you said. Mustangs will take over with 1:55 left. 2 timeouts, I believe.
But Ryder's kind of limping. And
Ryder will be fine.
Oh, I think he may have a cramp.
Mustangs will call a timeout.
Maybe. I woke up this morning with a cramp in my calf. It was not fun.
There's not much worse than a cramp.
No. Yeah, and that's what it looks like because that's what they're stretching out.
The McDonald County School District is proud to support all the students and staff of the McDonald County School District and wants to let them know how proud they are of all their hard work. Never stop dreaming because each of you can achieve great things. We're behind you all the way. To keep up with the latest McDonald County broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio and follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday. Eric and I will bring you the softball game at home against Carl Junction, which we found out today is a district game. Thursday, Thomas and Eric will bring you the softball game at home. We'll play Joplin, and then we'll all be back together again Friday night as the Mustangs open up the home part of their schedule against Cassville. Wyatt's out here, Ryder's out here. Looks like Wyatt Gordon will come in and quarterback. Wyatt's going to quarterback. 3 receivers to the bottom. So Wyatt Gordon will keep it. He'll be tackled for a loss of 1, maybe. 2nd down and 11. 1:42 left to go. Mustangs should be in no hurry to hike this ball.
Yeah.
Minute 30 left.
Yeah.
Go back. Take off. Get open. Goes to the outside. Super job there. Ryder back in at quarterback.
Good run there by Ryder with the
Minute
cramp and
7 left to go. 3rd down. Need to let a little clock run here. Ryder back. Throws it complete to Wyatt Gordon. Wyatt Gordon gets to the 25-yard line. Mustangs pick up a 1st down. Vince James comes in here for the Mustangs. 47 seconds left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Big 1st down there, Eric. We don't have to punt.
Yep,
From deep in our own territory. Trips to the top of your screen. Ryder going to throw one late to Brick.
Oh! You've got to hit or you've got to throw that. Somebody does.
Are you serious?
Pass incomplete. Stops the clock with 27 seconds left.
That's completely unacceptable. 1, not to be called, and 2, that's a cheap shot.
Well, it's targeting even if it's not pass incompletion. Or pass interference, excuse me.
Yeah, it's a personal foul.
Ryder back, still looking to go. Gonna stay there to Rubick. What a good catch by Brett! All the way down to the 22. 16.6.
Timeout.
That was an awesome catch.
Awesome catch by Breck.
Yep.
Timeout by the Mustangs.
If he could have just held on to, kept his feet.
I believe we're out of timeouts, aren't we?
We are now.
We are now.
Yeah.
16.6, so we'll need to throw another one in the deal. Then.
Oh, no, we have 1.
We have 1 left?
Yeah.
And we have...
that was the one.
So we have any left or not? Eric?
No.
No.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Eric. I'm the guy that was wanting to run the clock out back there, so that tells you a little bit about me.
You're fine.
Great concentration out there by Breck Rubick.
Yeah, and unfortunately he just couldn't keep his feet, or he walks into the end zone.
Mustangs will have at least 1 shot, maybe 2 at the end zone. We've got Brody Breck, and JP to the top of your screen. Wyatt down to the bottom. Got Vince James in the backfield. He can catch the ball too, don't forget.
Yeah.
Martin in trouble.
That's the one thing you can't do, though.
Lamar comes up with a big defensive play.
Yep.
Mustangs hurrying back, trying to get on the ball. With 1.2 seconds left.
That's the one thing you can't have, though, in that situation.
They set some blitzers on that, and we didn't pick them up.
Yep.
Mustangs will have 1 last Hail Mary attempt here. But you got to block them up front because the guys have a long way to go to get to the end zone. JP, Breck, and Brody down here to the bottom. Wide up top. Lamar putting 2 free safeties back deep. James in motion. Going to go deep right there to Wyatt Gordon. And that'll bring us to the end of halftime. Great halftime. Mustangs fighting back from a deficit. At halftime, it's McDonald County 13, Lamar 20. This is the KNEO Sports Network. We will be bringing you our halftime show, which is sponsored by Freeman's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. They do a great job. We've got our trainer, Doug Ashton, out here from them, and we appreciate everything they do. Exciting half of football. Eric, send us to the halftime show, please.
Yep.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. As sports fans, it is easy to envy successful teams. After all, everybody wants their favorite team to win. But we can get so jealous when we see other teams win. Unfortunately, these same feelings of envy often exist outside of sports too. Jealousy can quickly set in when we find out about the successes that other people experience in their lives. It's easy to compare ourselves to others, what they have or what they're doing. We can even get caught up in envy over how others serve the Lord. We must ultimately realize, however, the need to focus on our own personal obedience and heart toward Jesus. Envy can be very dangerous when taking root. But the Bible says a tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. Today, let's shift our jealous eyes away from everyone else and focus on the many blessings God graciously pours down on us. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
The Mustang Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the McDonald County Mustangs.
Welcome to today's edition of the Mustang Minute here on KNEO. I'm Ben Wolcott. Today we're joined by the athletic director here at McDonald County High School, Bo Bergen. And Bo, it's hard to believe that we're nearing the end of the fall sports season. The winter sports season starts here in the next week or two, depending on what sport you're playing. It seems like the fall always goes by so quickly, but how would you assess how you feel like the fall went for all your athletic teams and players, I guess?
Yeah, we've had a good fall overall. You know, one word that kind of comes to mind for most of our programs is just growth. We've got a couple of programs that are very young, playing a lot of young kids, and I think they, over the course of the season, they've really grown and learned how to compete a little harder and kind of what we're about. And I know you always want your win-loss record to be better than it is, but we try not to focus too much on that. We just want to focus on growth, and I think that, you know, a lot of our athletes have grown a lot over this seemingly short fall season, and I'm looking forward to seeing that continued growth in a lot of our multi-sport athletes as we head into the winter.
Yeah, and you mentioned you're looking at growth more than win-loss record, and you know they are student athletes, so just trying to get them to grow both athletically and academically, I'm sure, is kind of your major goal throughout the season.
Yeah, you know, we always tell kids we want you to compete on the field, and we want you to compete in the classroom as well. And we kind of pride ourselves. I think we have some of the most strenuous academic requirements that we hold our athletes to. You know, and it's always been like that here. You know, we hold our athletes to a very high standard, and we probably check the failing list more frequent than any other school around. You know, those are kind of things that our kids just know that's a standard that we have, and as a result, we very rarely have very many athletes on the failing list, which we're proud of, and we have very, very high GPAs across our programs, and you know we're proud of how our kids compete in the classroom as well. And again, it just goes back to the standards that our coaches set for them and how they follow through with those standards.
And I know these came out a day or two ago, but you had a lot of players mentioned in the All Big 8 softball list, and then you also had many players mentioned in the All Big 8 football list. Just the Big 8 softball, they were, I believe, had a chance at sharing that Big 8 title. Unfortunately, fell one game short. And then football-wise, a lot to be proud of, and you know we're at halftime right now, and still a chance to keep going for the football team.
Yeah, our softball program, again, you look back at the wins and losses, and it's not that impressive, but growth is the biggest word for that program this year. You know, we started out rough, and we knew it was going to be a tough road at the beginning of our schedule. We play a lot of very talented teams, tough tournaments. We knew that the first part of our schedule was going to be a gauntlet, and our girls battled through that, got better from it, and I believe we were playing our best softball at the end of the year. And, you know, we had many chances to win that final district game against the number 3 team in the state, Marshfield, and we just couldn't capitalize when we had to. But, you know, I was proud of our girls softball-wise, and I think that their hard work is really well represented on that all-conference list, and I think that every name on there is very deserving of what they got. And, you know, football-wise, it's been kind of the theme this year. We have put ourselves in positions to be successful every single game. And, you know, it's when you have a lot of young players playing and guys that don't necessarily have a lot of varsity experience, you're going to have those moments in games where the execution is just not there yet. But I've told our coaches that we've still done a good job of getting them in the positions to make those plays, and that will eventually come. They're going to start executing when we have to in those big moments in games, and it's all part of the growing process. And, you know, I'm proud of how our coaches have continued to coach through a tough season, and I'm proud of how our players have continued to compete at a high level throughout a tough season. So, you know, hopefully by the time this airs, we're winning a ball game and have a chance to move on in the district.
Yeah, definitely an exciting time. And we always talk about how sometimes you try and get the momentum of fall to get you rolling into the winter season. How are you hoping to build some momentum into the winter, and then hopefully the winter can build you into the spring as well?
Yeah, we just want to continue to improve every day. I think that our coaches, especially our fall coaches and transitioning to our winter coaches, we need to have the same mindset in terms of, you know, our performance and our expectations on a day-to-day basis. You know, we've talked a lot about not giving up any reps, not letting our kids take any reps off. You know, you can always get better every single day at practice, after every game, win or lose. If we continue that mindset, we're going to start building some momentum, and we're probably going to start winning some games we probably shouldn't on paper. And it just comes down to paying attention to detail and holding our kids accountable and continuing to instill that growth mindset within the kids. You know, we're not necessarily focused on the outcomes. We're focused on the process it takes to get there. And if we continue to adopt that growth mindset, we're going to be in good shape.
And one final question for you. I talked extensively with you, I believe it was week 3 before your Hall of Fame, the inaugural Hall of Fame class went in, and just how do you feel like that night went for you? And obviously you're hoping it's the first of many.
Yeah, it was a great night, and a lot of familiar faces, some faces that we haven't seen in a while coming back, a lot of community support. We had a great turnout. Everything about the night was special, and I'm really glad that we were able to pull that off as well as we did. And I have to thank our committee. They played a huge role in the planning and the selection and everything that went into that night. And hopefully it continues to be a special thing for our community year in and year out. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the nominations over the course of the rest of this school year and selecting our second class.
Yeah, if you have any nominations, is there a way for people to nominate somebody at this point while I got you here?
Yeah, we've reopened our online form. It's back online on our website, gomustangs.net, and it's under the Hall of Fame tab. And people can go on there and fill that out digitally, or we also have nomination forms in the front office, and nominations are wide open. We'll probably stop them toward the end of the school year, early to mid 2025, and then we'll spend the summer going through those and planning for the 2025 induction ceremony.
Well, it's definitely an exciting time to be a Mustang, Bo, and we appreciate you spending a couple minutes here today on the Mustang Minute.
Absolutely, Ben. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for listening to the Mustang Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the McDonald County Mustangs.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is proud to sponsor local high school sports on KNEO. Sports Director Michael Amami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman have interviews, scores, and highlights weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report covers events from high school athletics to Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State and local community colleges. Proud to support local high school sports. As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
Welcome to another Health Minute here on KNEO. Adam Winkler here with you, joined by Doug Ashton. He is a trainer with Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And Doug, today's topic is, what are some of the common causes of lower back pain in athletes?
One of the first things that you kind of look at with low back pain, a lot of kids don't realize that when they play or are active is they don't take enough time to stretch. They get out and are very, very active, but they get tight. And what happens is they grow. A lot of times they go through a growth spurt. And when they grow, they don't stretch enough. And, the bones grow faster than the muscles do, and then they get tight. And so they just think, I don't need to stretch, and they don't realize that stretching is so vital. And when they don't stretch, it's usually the back side of their thighs, which are the hamstrings. Those hamstrings get super tight, and when they do that, they utilize. When those hamstrings are tight, they use more of the back than they do the hamstrings, and when they're not stretched, the back takes more of the brunt. So the back gets that ability or that movement, the back gets all of that draw. So the back it's basically the bad guy gets all of the hard work rather than the legs for some reason. And so instead of the hamstrings getting all the pull, the back gets all the pull. So that's why you see lower back pain with a lot of those injuries seeming than it is the hamstrings. But the legs get a lot of work too. So usually those kids respond pretty well, but it's just a matter of showing them what to do or how to do that, and they come out of that pretty well and pretty quickly as long as they're shown what to do. But that's usually the case. There is other situations where other types of injuries can occur, but it's a matter of identifying and evaluating them correctly and showing them what to do. And if it seems like it's something that's not going to correct in a quick amount of time, or it's going to be something that's going to linger, or it's something that's going to go on for a longer period of time, it may need further evaluation. It may need follow-up with the physician. It may need x-rays, something of that nature. Then we definitely want to get follow-up care for them.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area school systems and the future of our communities.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4-State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4-State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
A shield against the elements, comfort in the midst of chaos, shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
A lot has changed in banking and finance since 1997, but at First Community Bank, our focus remains the same. Community. We believe that every business needs a good partner, and for more than 25 years, we've been that partner. We've built personal, long-lasting relationships. We've earned your trust. We have experience that you can count on. We care, and it shows. We look forward to many more years of being your trusted partner. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Life is full of firsts. As the first and longest-serving Christian health cost-sharing ministry, CHM has shared medical expenses for its members since 1981. We believe you should have the freedom to focus on your health while being supported by a community of believers, giving you the opportunity to create many more firsts.
Whether it's Friday night football or volleyball matches, McDonald County Telephone and Internet believes every play deserves to be celebrated. That's why we're proud to sponsor McDonald County Athletics, providing the fast and reliable internet you need to stream games, share highlights, and cheer on our Mustangs. Delivering internet and telephone to Anderson, Jane, and Pineville, we offer broadband services on a fiber optic network. Find out more at olmac.net or give us a call at 417-223-4313.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. 4:31 left to go here at halftime, and then the 3-minute warm-up period. An exciting ball game here. McDonald County trails 20-13. The Mustangs were down 20. Have come back. A great run by Brody Russler for a touchdown. Lamar's driving, and Ryder Martin intercepts a pass, takes it all the way back, and then the Mustangs go ahead and score. Leo scores on a touchdown, and Brett Rubik makes a great catch right before halftime. Exciting times here. There's a little bit of halftime stats for the Mustangs. Rushing, Ryder Martin has 4 carries for 8 yards. He's done a better job for that, but that last big sack, that comes off your rushing total, and that really hurt him. Leo has 3 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown. Brody, of course, has 1 rush for 59 yards and a touchdown. Shout out to Brody's grandma. She'd be here tonight, but that she fell and hurt herself. But Eileen, hope you're enjoying the ball game. Receiving, Brett Rubik has 2 catches for 62 yards. Wyatt Gordon has 1 for 8.
I've talked to Eileen, and she reminds me of the grandma from, the older lady grandma from Happy Gilmore when she's yelling at the.
Yeah, she is a Mustang fan now. Also want to apologize. I've been calling Hayden Allen Ball because we've had so many Allen Balls play, but that's my problem. Number 71 on the line for the Mustangs doing a good job. And got a shout out to former Mustang quarterback Mike Woods and his boy out there coaching Mike Woods and the quarterback. Jake, I can't forget your name. Jake Woods and Mike listening at home. Appreciate that. Lamar's back out here to warm up the Mustangs. Well, Eric, I've bumbled on enough.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us some scores from other ball games around the area?
Yeah, over in the COC conference.
Thank you,
Kevin. Lebanon leads Webb City 14-7. Carthage leads Waynesville Tigers 43-0 at half. Nixa Eagles over Republic Tigers 21-6 at the half. Ozark leads Willard 31-12 at half. Neosho leads Glendale 24-14 in the second quarter. And Joplin leads Kickapoo 14-0. And it says in the first quarter, but that's probably just not updated. Hold on. Got some errors showing up on my scoreboard here.
I'll tell you that Webb City Lebanon game's kind of a surprise.
Yeah. And Seneca and Cassville are now tied 14-14 in the third quarter. So something to keep an eye on down there.
Yeah, we play Cassville next week.
In this game here, obviously the Tigers lead the Mustangs 20-13 at half. Springfield Catholic leads East Newton 17-6 at half. Nevada over Monette at halftime 43-6. And Aurora and Mount Vernon are tied at 0 in the first quarter. That could just not be updated though. Harrison Goblins lead Branson Pirates 14-7. So you got the Goblins and the Pirates over there. Logan Rogersville Wildcats lead Reed Springs 14-12 at half. Mountain Home leads West Plains 21-10. And Capital City leads Carl Junction are tied 14-14. Osage and Bolivar are tied at 0. Central and Hillcrest are also tied at 0. Over in the Mid-Lakes Conference, Fairgrove leads Mountain Grove 17-14. Clever leads 20-7 over Miller. Father Tolton leads Forsyth 20-0. Liberty Eagles leads Stafford Indians 24-0. Buffalo and Ava are tied at 0, and Hollister and Green Forest are tied at 0.
I'd like to thank our stats guys, Rick Peck, Kevin Blecka, and Robert Stobler. Do that every week for the Mustangs, and they let us look over their shoulders and get the stats. Appreciate that. And guys, a half of big plays for the Mustangs. Brody's big run, Breck's big catch, Ryder Martin's great interception.
Yeah, the Mustangs need to do some more of that. We kind of saw that at the Jamboree. The first set of offensive plays for the Mustangs kind of struggled a little bit there against Neosho. But then once they got it rolling against Forsyth, they just moved the ball at will. So.
Mustangs will receive the kickoff, so we want to be sure to take care of that and take the ball down. We'll take a little break before the kickoff. This is McDonald County Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
Getting to heaven isn't just about putting enough good on one side of the scale to balance the bad on the other. It's about fulfilling a death penalty, the one we deserve for our rebellion against God. None of the great moralities or great religions can pay the death penalty for our sin. Only Jesus Christ's death on the cross can do that. You have to look to Him as the only one who can save you. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is For State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. For State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at forstateprinting.com.
Welcome back, Mustang fans. We're getting ready to start the second half. McDonald County will get the opening kickoff, or the second half kickoff, I should say. We've got Breck and Brody back deep, along with Gordon, J.W. Riley, J.P. Clarkson.
And Corbin Sanderson, kind of on the up men.
And Sanderson. Yep, Corbin Sanderson.
You know, that's kind of who I thought might be the backup quarterback this year, because that's what I know Corbin as in JV playing quarterback. But
Mustangs got to be awake for that onside here. Just something to surprise as Lamar comes back out. Kicks it on the ground. Ball will be returned again by JW. Good job. Gets to the outside. Good tackle there. Ball out to the 39-yard line. I believe Lamar saw all of Brody and Breck. They won't return the ball, Eric. They're kicking the ball short.
Yeah.
We're going to have to sneak one of them up there in the second line.
Yeah.
Mustangs come out.
Another good return there by J-Dub.
J-Dub does a great job there. So we got Breck and Wyatt down to the bottom. Ryder at quarterback. Leo still at running back. Brody up to the top of the field.
I believe J-Dub's sister was the pitcher last night for the Mustangs softball.
Pass inside, incomplete. Try to get it to Breck.
It's funny, the PA guys over across the way saying good coverage on that.
Our guys are yelling interference.
Yeah, because he was there maybe early, maybe at the same time as the ball.
Second down and 10. The Mustangs need to get some movement here, get the ball out, take it down and score. Martin keeps the ball. He'll be around the outside. Martin down the sideline.
It's coming
back. One
back.
man to beat.
It's coming back.
And Martin will go all the way, but there's a flag.
They're going to call holding again.
Going to call holding against the Mustangs. Wipes out the second great run by Ryder Martin tonight. Good design play and excellent execution by the Mustangs, except for the hold. We don't get the numbers. You know, we've got some young linemen in there.
I think that, well, I saw who the official was telling Coach who it was. But
well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Ryder will have to catch his breath and do it again. Man, that's a gut punch to the Mustangs.
Yeah, you know, especially when almost every play they've got Holden JP there.
Second down.
But as you said
20.
earlier, we are not going to give very many calls up here.
Motion. Brody with it again. They'll lead him out this time. Better job by Lamar. So he can't get to the corner.
I think he's
Brody's cramping up a little bit, it looks like. Brings up a third down and a long, long way for the Mustangs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some three big penalty calls or no calls that kind of hurt the Mustangs.
Mustangs still in this. Need to take care of the ball down here at this end. Ryder back. Ryder going to throw to Breck. Breck's not quite there, didn't quite read it. Brody's having a lot of trouble out there with that hamstring. He's going to have to come out. Mustangs will have to punt from deep in their own territory. Brody comes out. We'll need somebody there. In comes Breck. 7 left. Need a good snap, a good punt. Good job catching that high snap. Punt. Right the middle, JW there. Good tackle. Wyatt Gordon in on that. Maddox Fegan in on the tackle, but Lamar will take over on the Mustang 48-yard line. Just need a corner. Sanderson comes out. Lamar takes over on the Mustang 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Quarterback just going to keep it. Beniamanu makes a good tackle in there. Riders in there on the tackle. Maddox Fegan in on the tackle. Gain of maybe 1. Nice job out there by Big Ben. 2nd and 8, ball on the Mustang 42-yard line. Single receiver up top. Quarterback fakes the pitch, goes in. Nice job there by Wyatt Gordon. Fights off the blocker. Quarterback tries to slide inside. Good tackle. Super job out there by Wyatt, man. 3rd down and 6, probably maybe not 4-down territory for Lamar, depending upon how close they get here on this 3rd down play. Lamar, 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. A lot of people over here to the bottom of your screen. Now they shift over. Now there's a lot to the top. Quarterback comes up. Breaks a tackle. Tackle there by number 15, Corbin Sanderson, but that'll be enough for Lamar Tiger 1st down. $8:47 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lamar on the move, has the ball on about the Mustang 37-yard line. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Motion. Fake quarterback there. Good trap to the outside. Quarterback takes it down the sideline.
Now they'll call the hold.
Touchdown saving tackle there. We have a flag, though. Holding against Lamar. Ball moved back. 31-yard line. 1st down and about 14. Lamar, heavy set down to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback comes up the middle. Good job there by the Mustangs. J.P. Clarkson in there making a good play. Maxis Spurgeon in there also making a play, stopping him. Mustangs have another cramp. Looks like Brody's back out there healthy.
I think this time it's JP.
Max Elam coming in. Doug Ashton out there to help.
I woke up with a cramp this morning too. It's this kind of weather. And of course not having enough electrolytes and potassium. So, moral of the story, eat some bananas. Yeah. I don't like bananas, so.
Me either, but you got to do it sometimes. Get him some water.
JP coming off the field.
And the other thing they say is pickles. And I don't like pickles either.
That's something I can dig.
I would much rather eat the banana than the pickle, though.
JP's played a good ball game.
He has, and Mustangs are going to need him out there to keep it close and potentially, go for a win.
7:46 here, second down and 14 for Lamar. Lamar comes out, receiver to the top, to the bottom. That short squat set. 2 men on motion over here to the bottom. Quarterback comes. Good job there.
Good job.
Wyatt Gordon with another great play. Also there, J.W. Riley to help.
So
third down and about 15.
Yeah, that was about a loss of probably 6 or 7. No, it's about 3rd and 20.
Yep. 3rd and 20.
But yeah, that was probably a 7-yard loss there by Lamar. So
big play here.
Yeah, just keep them in front of the sticks.
One receiver out to the top. And Lamar didn't like what they saw there.
Well, they had 2 seconds.
About 2 seconds left to go on the. Well, that's good. Another one of their timeouts that'll be burnt by them.
And that also gives us time to get JP stretched out.
Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Cornerstone Bank there in McDonald County for over 100 years. The Big Nickel, Houston's Pump Service, a great sponsor of the Mustangs. Four State Printing. Again, see Tammy Clark for all your Mustang apparel. Specialty Risk Insurance. Mack County Heating and Cooling. Great job by them. B&M and Yokohama Tires. Go out and see Billy Martin. Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Again, we thank them for sponsoring or letting us use Doug Ashton as our trainer. He's been a busy man tonight. McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. Dana Keaton Shelter Insurance. Newmac Electric. KSN KOD TV. Banner Church of the Nazarene. Crowder College. McDonald County Telephone and Internet. See them for all your needs. Chris Smith American Family Agency, ProLube Maintenance Center, Christian Health Ministries. Big play here, 2 receivers to the top. There's move back. Need to get over. They're going to go to the short side after they switched them.
A flinch.
Motion by the Tigers. That'll move the ball back 5 more yards.
He's wanting to say there was motion on Mustangs, but the defense can move all they want.
Just can't cross that line.
Yeah.
Third down and 25.
So just got to play it smart here. Don't get beat on the deep pass, and don't
make a stupid penalty.
Yeah. Which I think in high school there's no automatic first downs.
Mustang defense. There's a reverse. And he's going to gain some yards, but the Mustangs are going to tackle him at about the 31-yard line.
Picked up maybe 10.
Probably enough to go for it on 4th down. Tackled out there by Ryder Martin and a host of Mustangs. 3rd down and about 14.
4th down.
4th down and about 14. Now they may quick kick this, but he's awful close for that. Not going to go for it. Goes out. Throwing across the middle, and he's wide open.
Yeah.
Gets down to the 1-yard line. Mustangs just did not have that covered.
No, they did not.
Breck makes a touchdown saving tackle. First down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Quarterback will get through. 2-point conversion, good.
That's a touchdown.
A touchdown, good. You're right, I'm sorry.
That's kind of almost what happened last year. They just did it to end the game last year.
Lots of time left for the Mustangs. 5:36 left to go here in the third quarter. Lamar going to go for two to try to get a 15-point lead. Big play here. Mustangs need to keep him out. Handoff, drives inside. It's good. That brings it 28-13. Lamar, 5:36 left to go. This is McDonald County Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
Lamar getting ready to kick off. Breck and J.W. Riley back deep. He's going to kick it on the ground. Breck will pick it up. They're going to say his knee was down, and it was. I was hoping they'd miss that on the 15-yard line. So the Mustangs will start a long way from touchdown land.
That's where the Mustangs going to start this drive. 5:34 on the clock.
5:34 left to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs trail 28-13. The Mustangs will have trips to the top of your screen. Wyatt, Breck, and Brody. Looks like Vic James in at the tight end position for JP. Martin keeps the ball, goes to the outside, breaks 2 or 3 tackles. Good hard running there by Ryder Martin. Gets out about 9-yard gain. They'll mark him 7th. Second down and 3. Breck, Brody, and Wyatt stay up top. Ryder Martin looking him over. Be a flag. Legal procedure against the Mustangs. One of the offensive linemen lined up over the ball. That's not the center, I guess.
Well, if that's the case.
Said the center put his hand on it and then picked the ball back up.
Second and 7.
You're not allowed to pick the ball up?
No.
No. See that all the time.
Pass out. Good job there. Lamar makes a good tackle. Breck Rubik gets the ball on the little wide receiver screen. Gains back some yards, but it'll be third down and about 5 for the Mustangs. Ball sitting on their own 21-yard line.
Ball just on the other side of the 20.
Nine seconds, 8 on the play clock. Ryder gets him up. Ryder's going to roll out.
He's got him
Has
open.
A man wide open, Wyatt Gordon, and just can't bring it in.
Just a little out of the reach.
Just out of the reach.
Yeah, he catches that. He's probably gone for a touchdown.
Good call by Coach. Good route. Just got to connect with it. Mustangs will punt. Now Mustang defense is going to have to bow up again. Like J.P. Clarkson coming back out on the field. Ryder back to punt. Snap. Flag. Ball will roll down about the Mustang 44-yard line.
Well, it's got to be, if it's a illegal procedure against the Mustangs, you have to play blow the play dead, and it has to stop there. You can't just continue the play.
Illegal shift on the Mustangs.
Well, then,
they'll add the 5 yards to the end of the punt. Mustangs defense needs to come up with a big stop, another big turnover here. Ball will be moved down into the 34-yard line.
Set the ball at the 37-yard line.
Getting Lamar's football, I guess. All right, looks like we're finally ready to start playing football again. Lamar has single receiver to the top, single receiver to the bottom, no one in the backfield.
I guess you can tell it's everybody's first game.
And up, quarterback tried to go to the outside, met there and tackled. Good job there.
That's Max
Spurgeon there with a great defensive tackle. Gain of about 3. 4:07 left to go here in the third quarter. Hand off. Good job there by the interior of the Mustang line. Ben in on the tackle, Ryder in on the tackle. Big Victor James is in there on that. Third down and about 4. Third down and about 6. Vince James also in on that tackle. Receivers 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Motion. Quarterback there. Tries to throw the ball. Good. Good job out there. J.P. Clarkson. Vic James in on the pressure. Wasn't for that sucker Tom Brady, you could have called that a fumble.
Yeah.
4th and 6 for the Tigers. Ball on the 33.
4th down, 6. Big play here for the Mustang defense. Need to make this stop. Lamar will call a timeout. Are they going to get a water? Nope. Yep, Lamar will call a timeout. They know it's a big play, too.
Yeah,
We'll keep it here.
I don't think they're giving them water breaks after a certain time.
Yeah, I don't think they are. And it's pretty cool, so they probably don't have to.
Yeah, I think it has to be a certain temperature for them to have them. Now, I don't know what the temperature is supposed to be like tomorrow, but they'll probably have them all day during the Pee Wee game. And it seems like they have them every 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah, they're big on them in the Pee Wee League.
Lamar, ball on the Mustang 34-yard line. 4th down and about 6. One thing you can almost guarantee is it'll be in number 5's hands, Braden Wolf, to make the play.
I wonder if he's
Mustang
related
defense
to...
needs to tackle well, don't jump offside. Looks like Lamar will come out with 2 to the bottom of the field, to the bottom of your screen.
So they'll probably have that same play that got them the first down earlier.
Quarterback will fake, rolls back, looking deep, and that one's overthrown.
Yep, way overthrown.
J.W. Riley out there on the coverage with the Mustang defense holds.
Yeah.
Now the Mustang offense needs to start an attack.
They got a lot of work to do.
Looks like JP will be back out there at tight end. Mustangs in a closed formation. Brody up to the top by himself. Ryder just going to run it. Sees the seam, cuts up, runs the ball, gets the ball out to about the 41-yard line, close to a first down for the Mustangs, about at the 40. Good job there by Ryder Martin.
Carson Parker, Ryer Eaton, team up on the stop for the Tigers.
About 3 yards.
2nd down and 3. Got Wyatt down here to the bottom. Got Brody and Breck up top. Leo in the backfield with Ryder Martin. Motion, Ryder keeps it. Splits through the deal. Good job by Ryder Martin. All the way out to the Lamar 38-yard line. Good job by that interior line. Elam, Spurgeon, Washam. Doing a good job out there.
Oh, they are doing a water break.
Along with an Ashball. Well, I knew they would, Eric. I don't know why you kept telling me that they would.
Well, because they usually have, I thought it had to be a certain temperature.
I think it has to be a certain time. And if it's the month that matters, I don't know. All I know is Coach Castile never let us get water anytime. It didn't matter.
Well, no one's came out to give them water. That's the...
What was that then?
I don't know.
Maybe just a little rest break. Mustangs, irregardless, first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Brody in motion. Leo with the ball, running hard.
Good
Little
hard
man
run.
gets his legs moving. There's a ball up to about into Lamar territory at about the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. 2nd down, about 5 for the Mustangs. Again, good job in there by Washam, by Spurgeon. Elam. Curtis.
Snap the ball, snap the ball, snap the ball.
Ryder Martin has the ball, cuts it upfield. He'll have a first down.
They should have had a penalty for too many men on the field. He wasn't off the field, and he wasn't anywhere close to being, the grace area.
First down. what the officials are discussing other than the fact that it's a first down. 1 minute, 21 seconds left to go in third quarter. Mustangs have the ball on the Lamar 40.
Okay, yeah, they are giving them calling the penalty.
We'll decline it because we made more yards.
Yeah. The thing is, no one ever threw the flag.
Ball on the 39-yard line for McDonald County. Gordon down here at the bottom. Brody and Breck up to the top. Leo in at the running back. Ryder quarterbacking. Handoff. Pass Wyatt Gordon. Makes that catch. First down again. Great REPO read by Ryder Martin. Had me and Lamar fooled.
Is that a minute left?
First down. Minute left to go here in the third quarter. Ball on the Lamar 27-yard line. Mustangs in a shortened formation. Brody coming across. Counter to Leo. Leo popped to the outside. Running. Look at the little man toe. He's going to go. He's going to go. Touchdown, Leo.
Good hard running there. He broke through about
my goodness.
He broke through about 4 tackles.
You know, if you're a coach, you're screaming, hit him low, but it's kind of hard to hit him low.
Yeah. If you hit him low, you're down already on the ground.
Fantastic answer by the Mustangs. Great job by the offensive line. And just running the ball hard by Leo. Benamehu out for the extra point. Ryder Martin to hold it. This is very important. This will bring the Mustangs within 8. Kick up.
And it's good.
Kick is good. And with 31 seconds left to go up here in Lamar, the Mustangs pull within 8. Lamar 28, McDonald County 20. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network. Great answer there by the Mustangs on that drive. Great catch by Wyatt Gordon. Hard running by Leo. Good running there by Wyatt Gordon. Now the Mustang defense needs to come up with a turnover or a stop.
Oh.
Morrow to kick off for McDonald County.
Mora.
Nick Elmore back deep for Lamar.
This is one where he needs to kick it to the infield or the
good squib kick.
Oh, he was down. Yeah, he was down.
Yeah, he was down. He went on his knee just like Breck did earlier. That guy calls it, but he don't call it till about 5 minutes or 5 yards after the guys pick the ball up.
Yeah.
Good job there on the kickoff.
Yeah, just as good as a touchback.
Lamar will take over first down on their own 25.
Defense just needs to get a stop here.
Lamar sends single receiver up here to the bottom, sends one to the top. They're out. Mustangs sniff that out. Good job over there.
Ryder
Martin in on the tackle. Wyatt Gordon over there. That'll probably bring us at the end of the third quarter with Mustangs trailing 28-20. That will be. We'll take some commercial breaks and then bring you back for the fourth quarter. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Most of us have certain bills that require us to pay them off in order to keep using the service. There's another debt you owe, but this one you cannot pay yourself. It's called sin, and the Bible teaches it separates us from God. Fortunately, the gospel says Jesus loves you and paid that debt for you. It doesn't matter what you've done. You're offered this gift and can receive forgiveness. If you'd like to talk with someone to find out how Jesus can pay the debt of sin in your life, call us at 888-NEED-HIM or go to chataboutjesus.com.
A young woman hiking in the mountains was suddenly struck by a rattlesnake. One of her friends ran to the nearest camp and found a snake bite kit. Opening it up, she was shocked to find it empty. Thankfully, they were able to get their friend to the hospital in time to save her life. It's terrible to realize the thing that claims to be able to save your life really has nothing to offer. Are you trusting Jesus with your life? Learn more. Call 888-NEED-HIM or visit needhim.org.
Mustang fans, welcome back. We'll start this fourth quarter. The 2nd and 8 for Lamar. Ball sitting on their own about 27-yard line. Max Spurgeon, Big Curtis out there for the Mustangs. Lamar comes out. Runner in the backfield. They'll hand off to him, and the Mustangs just clutch that up. Benamehu in there on the tackle. Ryder Martin finishes him off.
Wyatt Gordon down on the bottom.
Wyatt Gordon down on the bottom along with Big Max Spurgeon. 3rd down and 7.
Big 3rd down here for the Mustangs defense.
Receiver to the bottom, receiver to the top. Runner in the backfield, motion. Quarterback going to take and run it, tries to cut up, and he'll be stopped short.
Oh, fumble.
Ball's out. No signal from the officials yet. And now they do. Mustang football.
Turnover.
Benamehu in on that tackle.
Big play.
Turnover there by the Mustangs.
Yep. Now, again, comes back to the my keys to success, finish.
Eric, did you see you recovered the fumble?
I did not.
I did not either. I apologize for that. Mustangs take the ball over. 1st down on the Lamar 27-yard line. Mustangs in that short formation. Compact, I guess I should call it. Leo in the backfield. Ryder Martin rolling out. Dumps the ball off to JP. Been looking for that all night long. Good job by JP.
Picked up a few yards.
Ryder didn't have time.
Yep.
But he had Wyatt Gordon wide open coming across that middle. 2nd down, about 7. Mustangs in the short formation again. Brody and Breck down to the bottom. Brody in motion. Turn over to Leo. Leo cuts up the middle. Driving.
Takes 4 guys to bring him down.
Gets the ball down to the 20.
And he's a stout guy.
Yep.
Leo's number 3 on the carry for Matt County.
You guys are way too young to remember, but back in 69, 68, the Chiefs had a running back named Mike Garrett, and he was just about like that.
Oh, yeah?
Little, tough, hard to see, and a hard runner. Mustangs stay in that same formation, 3rd down and about 4. Ryder's going to take it himself.
Oh.
We're going to get a flag.
Yeah, he missed a hold or hole.
going to get a hold against the Mustangs.
There.
Yep. Holding against the Mustangs.
Is the call on the field?
The Ryder kind of missed the hole. If he would have just kept following Leo, he would have got through there. But then that hold kind of negates that.
Bring up a big third down. Mustangs, of course, we're in fourth down territory.
Got somebody on the ground again.
Coach out there suggesting that they may hold two a little bit. 9:32 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
I think he was asking who the hold was on.
Lewis Salas down on the field. Glad to see him up.
They'll bring down a third and about 13.
Holding penalty against the Mustangs. Moves the ball to the 30-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 13.
We'll have White and Breck up to the top of your screen. We'll have Brody down here to the bottom. Still got Leo in the back.
Yeah, and you don't have to get all 13 yards on this play. If you do, that's cool, but you don't need it.
Wide open. Brett Rubick catches the ball.
Go, Breck.
Breck hits it down for a first down.
Good job, Breck Rubick.
Breck Rubick, great job. Good job by Ryder. Good job by the offensive line. First down, Mustangs. Ball on about the 11-yard line.
So Mustangs can pick up a first down without getting a touchdown.
Ryder in the backfield with Leo. Ryder going to take it, going to run it. Leo gets a good block. Ryder gets to the outside, lowers his head, gets in there, touchdown, Ryder Martin. Touchdown, Mustangs. Mustangs take advantage of that turnover. Mustangs trailing by 2. 8:54 left. Mustangs will go for 2.
Oh, down by 2.
Ryder down at the bottom. Brecken Brody up top. Martin back. Pass incomplete. Mustangs, though, draw within 2.
That play kind of reminded me of the Seattle Super Bowl game where they should have just given it to Marshawn Lynch to run it through at the 1-yard line.
8:54 left to go. Mustangs trail by 2. This is the McDonald County Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states.
Yep.
Miguel Moore to kick off for the Mustangs. Kicks one deep, gets past. Don't outrun him. He'll try to go to the outside. Good coverage by the Mustangs.
Yep.
Anytime you have a kick like that, you worry your coverage will outrun itself, but he doesn't. Good tackle out there by Wyatt Gordon.
Number 9 on the stop for the Mustangs.
Riley out there too. Lamar will take over on their own 22. 8:46 left to go. Lamar will come out. Little confusion out there.
They got 5
seconds.
4, 3, and they're going to have to call a timeout.
They're going to have to call a timeout again. That's 2 this quarter, isn't it, Eric?
Yep.
2 this half.
They got 1 left.
Chester Curtis, Marcus Spurgeon out there for the Mustangs on the interior of the line. Big Ben and JP out there also.
Stephen Ben-Humea.
Receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Quarterback there by himself for right now. Motion. Quarterback keeps. Spots up the middle.
Oh, good
tackle there.
Yeah.
Felix Maddox Fegan makes a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
Mustang defense. 2 receivers to the top of your screen.
You got Mustangs, are going to have to know that they're going to keep the ball in number 5's hands as much as they can.
Quarterback, just a quarterback draw.
Yep. There's a flag.
Good job there, flag.
Can be against Lamar.
That running back can't go forward before the snap.
Yep.
That'll move the ball back 5 yards. Bring up a first down and 15. Putting the ball back on the the Lamar 26-yard line.
That's what the Mustangs need to have, those negative plays or only 1 or 2 yard gains.
Single receiver to the top. Handoff on the end around.
Oh,
falls through.
There he goes.
Brody going to try to track him down. Can he get him? Touchdown, Lamar. A miss on the inside. Like Brody's down with a cramp. Both teams cramping on this cool night. Lamar, the 8-point lead. See if they'll go for 2. It looks like they're going to try to kick this extra point.
Yeah, that'll put them up
9. 7:53 left to go.
Oh, another delay. We can tell it's the officials' first games as well. I don't know how it's not difficult for an extra point.
Mustangs need to block this.
Yeah.
Stay within 8.
Oh, the officials aren't even ready in the end zone. Now they are.
Extra point up, and it's good. And with 7:53 to go, Lamar takes a 9-point lead, 35-26.
Score, Tigers 35, Mustangs 26.
Mustangs continuing to fight back. Lamar continues to fight back. Also, great high school football game. Well, we're the Southwest City Full Gospel Church, located at 612 South Main, is a community-minded family church with room for everyone. Sunday school begins at 9:45, morning worship at 10:50, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Ministering for over 80 years in Southwest McDonald County, and a proud supporter of the Mustangs. Specialty Risk Insurance, Matco Heating and Cooling, Christian Health Ministries, First Community Bank, Missouri Southern State University, and Passion Heights Baptist Church, all proud supporters of the Mustangs. Lamar will kick it off. Mustangs have Breck and JW back. Lamar has been content just to kick it along the ground. They'll kick that one deep. Breck will see if it'll go out of bounds. Not, but it's going to be a touchback as it goes into the end zone. Eric, that looked like one of my tee shots.
Yeah.
Only mine go out of bounds. They don't stay in the end zone.
So, sometimes mine go down the fairway. Sometimes mine go left. Sometimes they go right.
Mine goes in the windmill.
Mustangs will take over at their own 20.
Mustangs have played well here to
7:53 left to go
to get back into it, so they just need to keep doing what they've been doing.
Mustangs just need to keep moving the ball. Like Leo in the backfield. Ryder Martin quarterbacking. Mustangs single receiver to the top, bunch to the bottom. Ryder Martin will keep the ball. He'll get outside. Ryder Martin off to the races. Great blocking out there. Yeah! Martin's going to answer. Going to answer from 80 yards.
No flag.
No flags. Touchdown, Martin.
Now a flag comes in after the play.
Now there's the flag.
That better not. They better not take that off because that didn't come in until way after the play.
He scored. I hope they don't take that off the board. But still, you just want to be a cheerleader when the guy's that far ahead of you.
Yeah, because that came in way after the play was done.
That'll sure make a long extra 2 points.
Oh, sideline warning against Lamar.
What does that mean, sideline warning?
So another one is a 15 unsportsmanlike conduct, 15-yard penalty.
Okay.
Vince James coming in. Mustangs will kick the extra point. Mustangs running another player in on there. Plenty of time. 14 seconds left. Ben, just relax and put her through. Kicked up. No good. Didn't have his steps down on that. Mustangs score, though, and it's 32-35, 7:36 left to go. Great answer by the Mustangs. Great answer by Ryder Martin, that offensive line. Great job blocking out there. Boys, this is just like a heavyweight fight. Blow, blow, blow. Just exchanging haymakers.
Yeah, they just need a big stop. And, I mean, if you can get a big stop here without them scoring, and then, kind of just methodically drive the ball down the field.
McGill Moore at a kickoff for the Mustangs.
Need a big kick here by Miguel.
Kicks it on the ground. Up back takes it. Ben's got him. Good job there by the Mustang. Moore gets in on that tackle.
Yeah.
Our kicker kind of likes contact, boys.
Yeah, I kind of like to have seen them kick that further down the field.
I think he intended to. It just didn't go that way. Corbin Sanderson also in on that tackle.
So Mustangs defense are going to really have to put a big stop here. They've got
7:29 left to go.
Lamar's got some kind of got a short field here, so they got to.
Lamar will take over on their own 45. Lamar has single receiver to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Motion. Quarterback keeps. It's inside. Good hard run by the quarterback.
Yep, and the Mustangs,
tackle there by Maddox Fegan. Gain of about 4. Ryder Martin also in on the stop. Ball at the Lamar 49, 2nd down and 6.
But they you got to assume that number 5 is going to have the ball in his hands probably 75% of the time here. So you got to know where he's at all times.
Single receiver to the top. Motion again. Same play, but to this side. Tackle there by Brody Russler. Stops him for a 1st down, but moves the ball into Mustang territory and sets up a 2nd down and about 2.5, maybe a long 3. Clock at 6:24. Lamar in that same formation. Handoff this time around there. Good cut by the running back. Had him sealed off. Then he just keeps traveling. That'll be a 1st down. Brody in on the tackle. Ball down to the Mustang 38-yard line.
Brody Russler. And the Tigers pick up a 1st down.
Single receiver to the top, 1 to the bottom. Motion. Handoff. Mustangs do a good job that time getting that stopped.
Williams picking up a yard or so on the play.
Max Spurgeon in on the tackle.
Chester
Curtis in on the tackle. Gain of about 1.
Ashball's coming in.
Ashball's coming in as Curtis is going to take a break. And not a bad idea to get some fresh legs in there.
Yeah.
4:50 left to go here in the ball game.
There's got to be a wall there and keep everybody in front of you.
Lamar going to stay in that same formation. Quarterback looks like he's going to go out. Try to get outside. Ryder Martin will get him. Good job by Ryder running him down, or he'd have ran a long way.
Timeout here. Mustangs.
Timeout by the Mustangs.
Going to call a timeout.
About a 3rd down and about
6?
5, 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
Mustangs have 2 timeouts, right, Eric?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
And Lamar is out of timeouts.
Lamar is out of timeouts. Well, I'll tell you something, Thomas. This is a whale of a ball game for you to break in on.
Yeah.
You've moved enough back and forth, and back and forth. This wasn't no 7-6, was it, Eric?
No, it wasn't.
Third down, about 6 for Lamar. Ball sitting on about the Mustang 34-yard line. Receiver to the top, receiver to the bottom. Motion. Quarterback's going to roll out, try to throw the balls there. Also, there's a Mustang tackler.
Short.
Ryder Martin out there on the tackle.
4th down, but you know they're going to go
Fourth down
for
and
it.
about a yard. Under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Mustang line needs to go under submarine. Lamar's got the full house backfield in there, quarterback under center. He'll hand it off.
Oh!
It's close.
No, he didn't get there. They pushed him back. Mustangs stop him on 4th down.
Great job there by the Mustang defense.
Great stop.
Spurgeon in there making a big play. JP and the entire Mustang defense. Mustangs will take over on their own 29-yard line. 3:41 left. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Brody and Breck to the bottom. White Gordon up top. Mustangs in their compaction formation. Hand off to Leo. Leo jumps forward.
Whew, that one's a little scary.
Leo gets a gain of about 4 yards, 5 yards maybe, 4 probably. 2nd down and 6. 3:24 left to go.
If I'm the Mustangs, I just keep moving the ball on the ground like that.
Ryder Martin.
Good turn.
Turns
Good
up.
turn.
Ryder Martin breaks it. Ryder Martin. He's going to score again. Touchdown.
No flag. No flags.
No flags.
Well, give it a minute. Nice.
38-35. Big extra point here to go up by 4. Benamehu out there to kick the extra point. Ryder Martin's going to hold it. Kick is up. Kick is good. Mustangs lead by 4. 2:55 left to go. Mustangs lead by 4.
Again, this is where I've been saying they're going to have the ball in number 5's hand all night, or tonight for the rest of this game.
They've got plenty of time to score themselves. They're pretty powerful. But what a great answer, and what a great last 2 runs by Ryder Martin. You can just see that extra strength, that extra speed he's gained over the summer.
Yep.
Like we said, I don't know if it's Coach McCullough in the weight room or Grandpa Billy at the tire shop giving him all the split rims to change. I don't know, but whatever it was, it worked. Imagine a lot of guts and hard work on Ryder's part.
Yeah, for sure.
That Mustang line has controlled their defensive line this half. Now, stay in your lines. Don't be so excited that you get out of position on this kickoff. Miguel Moore to kick off for the Mustangs. Kicks the ball up to the up man. He'll be tackled at about the 46.
Good job, Stephen.
Stephen Amehu, who I've been calling Ben all night long. I apologize to his mom and dad.
Well,
but boy, he's played a whale of a game. He made a heck of an extra point.
Yeah, and that, I mean, might be easy just to call him Ben and say, hey, we're going to call you Ben all night or all game.
Now, he's played well enough. I got to learn how to say his name right.
Yeah.
I owe him that. Ball on the 45, 2:51 left to go. Lamar without any timeouts.
And that's really pretty big right there, too.
2 receivers to the top.
2:50 left.
Receivers shift over.
Get a turnover would be good.
Looking to go inside.
Good stop.
Stop there.
First down, and we stopped.
Vince James in on a big tackle. No gain on that play. Maybe a loss of a yard. Nope, they're going to give it back to him. 2nd down and 10. Of course, this 4th down territory for the Lamar Tigers. I will say this, Lamar not having a great big sense of urgency. Receiver to the top, receiver to the bottom. They're going to have to take a shot in the air sometime. Quarterback going to run it again. Run up the middle. Stop there.
2 yards.
Max Fegan in on it.
2nd down, stop.
Max Spurgeon in on it.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, talking about.
Vince James in on the tackle.
What are we calling?
They've stopped the clock because Vince, they thought he was hurt a little bit. Leo will go in. 3rd down and 7. Clock should be going.
It's going now.
Quarterback.
Oh, timeout. Call a timeout.
Mustang call a timeout.
1:46 left in the game.
And with that timeout, the Mustangs can put Vince James back in if they want to, I think.
Yep.
I know one thing. The legend Rick Peck's walked 100 miles up here tonight.
Yep. And he's only traveled 3 feet.
Yeah, 3 feet at a time. Leo will go out. Vic James back in. Minute 46 left to go. 3rd down and about a long 7 for the Mustangs. They're going to say that Leo has to go back in and Vince has to be out for at least one play.
Well, I thought that's what the timeout was for.
Well, I think we tried to sneak him in, Eric.
Well, no. I thought if you call a timeout, they can.
I don't think you can't on an injury thing. Two receivers to the bottom, one to the top. Motion. Fake. Quarterback going to roll out. Going to throw deep. Has a man back there. Incomplete.
Oh, good job, Maddox Fegan.
Maddox Fegan breaks it up. Good closing speed there by Maddox. One play here for the Mustangs. Minute 41 left to go, 4th down and about 8. Receiver to the top, to the bottom. Of course, we have motion back. Quarterback throws over the middle. Incomplete. Great job by Rubik. Rubik breaks the play up. Fantastic defense out there by Trek Rubik. Great pressure off the edge by J.P. Clarkson. Minute 36 left to go. The Mustangs don't have to do anything but take a knee.
Well, I think they'll have to run a few plays, don't they?
Well, yeah, but I don't think you have.
Because 25 seconds, so they'll have to.
They need one first down, Eric. Is that what you're telling me?
I think so.
Well, they're in victory formation. It looks like to me, Eric.
They are in victory formation. I'm gonna. Do you want me to go down and get Coach?
I want you to get Coach. I want you to get Ryder, Brody, and what do you think, Breck?
Breck, yeah.
I'll tell you what. Get Spurgeon.
Okay.
Let's get alignment too.
Whenever the game is done, you have to hit 2.
Ryder takes the knee.
Just start hitting any of those.
And that'll do it because it's 40 seconds set back to the deal. And Mustang fans, I think you're going to see history tonight. I don't know if we've ever beat them up here. I'm going to yell at Rick Peck real quick. Rick, we never beat them here, have we? Not I can ever remember. Well, if you're as old as me and Rick Peck and Kevin Black and Robert Stobler and you say it never happened, it never happened, folks. Ryder will take a deal. He'll have to do it one more time. And then the McDonald County Mustangs will defeat the defending state champion, the Lamar Tigers. And that's going to be it. Mustangs win 39-35. Fantastic job by the Mustangs. We're going to get some of the players up here, and we're going to get Coach up here in a little bit. We're going to take a few commercial breaks.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
The McDonald County Sports Network is sponsored in part by the McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. The McDonald County Chamber strives to promote local businesses and unite the county, offering networking events for members as well as non-members, working together to make McDonald County, Missouri a better place to visit, work, and live. For more information, visit their website at www.mcdonaldcountychamber.org.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck, or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4-State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4-State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
Mustang fans, welcome back. We're not going to leave here until we talk to Coach. We're going to have some players come up here, so please stick with us. Thanks to the legend Rick Peck, I've got some stats. First off, hey, Blake Martin, 11 carries, 196 yards. Ryder Martin, 11 carries, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Eric, that's probably counting, 50 yards in sacks that he took?
Yeah.
All
right. He probably had about 20 to 25. I don't know if he had 50.
And Leo rushes the ball 8 times for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. And, of course, Brody Russler, who broke it open, 2 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown. Ryder, 17 attempts, 7 completions, 107 yards. Breck Rubick, 4 catches for 84 yards. Wyatt Gordon, 2 for 20. Does an excellent job. JP, 1 catch for 3 yards, 107 yards. Mustangs had 410 yards on total offense. Fantastic job by the Mustangs. Just a great high school football game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a back and forth there for a little bit. Lamar kind of controlled that first quarter, but since then, Mustangs battled back and, obviously took the lead and held on to it there in that fourth quarter.
Well, just 2 great long runs by Ryder.
Yeah.
Great blocking up front. Great blocking downfield. Receivers did a good job blocking. I left them out during the game, but they did.
Yeah, great job there blocking. And then
Thomas, can Breck have your headset?
And then also, the secondary, Breck coming up with some big plays. Maddox breaking up that third down pass play that would have been a first down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be joined here by Brett Rubeck, Mustang senior. First off, hey, congratulations. What a ball game.
Thank you, sir.
Did a fantastic job out there catching the ball. made the great defensive play down there at the end.
Yes, sir.
Which was great because you kind of got burned on that one.
Yeah.
So, but you didn't hang your head. You didn't cry. You came back and you made the play when you needed to.
Yes, sir. All about overcoming adversity.
All about overcoming adversity. Breck, I'm almost positive this is the first time we've ever beat them here.
Yes, sir, definitely. And it's a great feeling.
It is. Okay. Wanted to bring you up. Want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Let you go enjoy this with your teammates, and you got Cassville at home.
Thank
we
you,
only
sir.
got 4 at home this year. We need to get them all.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on.
I'll
Love
see
you,
you
Manny.
to-
Love you,
I'll
Papa.
I'll see you tomorrow. I think I said the wrong person, so we'll have to talk to Spurgeon too at some point.
Okay. Maddox, hey, super job, super effort.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great stop there on that third down.
Yeah.
Third down, great stop, great job all night long. Hey, senior year, not a better way to start it, is there?
Exactly. I love going out here and playing with the kids I grew up playing with, and it's amazing to go 1-0 on the week.
Like I was telling Breck, I think this is the first time we ever beat them here.
Yeah.
We beat them at home sometimes. My senior year, we beat them. You'll remember when you beat these guys.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't play them when I was in school.
Yeah. But fantastic job. Got Cassville, so be ready.
Oh, yeah, we're ready.
Be a home opener, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for coming up, taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Well, Brody, fantastic job.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to have a win as a senior on the first year, 1-0.
Yes, it's a really big deal. I'm super excited to be part of this team, and I think we're going to do incredible stuff this year. I love the guys that I play with, and I can't wait.
I tell you, Brody, there's a lot of turning points in a ball game like that that's back and forth. But, we're kind of down and we're struggling offensively, and you take the ball around the end, go for a 55-yard touchdown, put life back in the team, put life back in the crowd.
Yeah, that's just kind of – that's what's got to happen in a game like that. We're down. We just got to find one of those big uppercuts to change the momentum of the game, just shift everything.
I tell you, excellent job by you. Shout out to your grandma. I'm sure she's excited over this.
Oh my gosh!
Talking about the uppercut swing that you guys were going for, that turnover down here in their territory that we punched in for a touchdown. That was a big uppercut right there because they just took the what was it, an 18-point lead or 15-point lead. So
yeah, that was just kind of like the turning point when everybody banded together and just said, "This is our game. We're going to win this game. This is our time." And then, lo and behold. That's how it ended. We won.
Brody, we take the time. Thank you for talking to us. Go back with your teammates.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk to Ryder here, who looks like the tiredest man in America.
Hey.
And by God, he ought to be.
Oh, yeah. That's my boy. Love you, brother.
And
love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Love you, Grandma. Love you, Grandpa.
The thing is, Ryder's probably going to be out in the chains tomorrow night, too, or tomorrow afternoon.
Worked at youth football games.
Well, Mustang, this is Ryder Martin, quarterback of the 1-0 McDonald County Mustangs. And Ryder, I've been telling everybody, I think you boys said history tonight. We've beat these guys before, but we've never come up here and beat them that I can remember.
Nope.
If me and Rick Peck can't remember it, it probably didn't happen.
No, I don't think it ever has.
Fantastic job of leading your team.
Thank you.
We talked about Brody had kind of the turnaround play on offense to get us going with the end around, but your interception and then your return, they're threatening to score again. That was the flipper.
Yep.
And then back and forth, it was just like heavyweights, exchanging punches.
Yes, sir. Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Fantastic job, Ryder. You carried the ball. We've got you down for 196 yards rushing. Those last two ones, where'd you get that speed at?
Track runner.
Track runner. That's right.
That 400 meters gets me there.
That's right. Did a super job. Threw for over 107 yards. You had a couple of big sacks, and that comes off your rushing total, but you probably would have had about 250 yards. Hey, old cousin Cole ain't got nothing up on you, does he?
Not no more.
Not no more. Buddy, we'll let you get back with your teammates and your family, but thanks for coming up, and what a fantastic job by the Mustangs tonight.
Have a good night.
You too. We're going to hang around here. Did you tell Coach to come up, Eric?
Well, I did, because that's what I told to bring the kids. So he's probably just – I think he's down there talking to the coaches.
I imagine he's enjoying this about as much as anybody.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Thomas, this is the best thing about winning is getting to talk to everybody. It's the worst thing. You'll be home about midnight or so. You know, that's how it works.
Okay.
What a fantastic game for you to break in on, buddy.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Hey, you got something up on Zach now.
Yeah.
We haven't beat Lamar yet, so
Right
Coach is going to need your headset too, probably.
Oh, here he comes.
Yep,
Here he
running
comes.
up here.
Be pretty excited. Mustang fans, we're joined here by Coach Kellen Martin. Can you hear me, Coach?
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Wow, Coach, can you make it any more exciting for us, huh?
That was the game plan, right?
Oh.
We just wanted to keep it as close as possible. We want to get down and then try to make a miraculous comeback and keep it close. So,
you know, Coach, we set up here. It was like a title white fight, kind of like Frazier and Ali.
Yeah.
Just exchange blows, and who's going to stay on their feet long enough to last it through?
It seemed like that. I mean, it just with all the cramps on the field tonight, man, I was just praying we were going to get to the next play with everybody on the field. But, you know, I was just so proud of our kids and how they fought, and they fought, and they fought. Toughness, grit, just the things that we talk about we talked about it through the summer because we know that we've got a lot of kids that don't come off the field. You know, we're sitting there looking at plays, and it's like, you know, I'd like to talk to this kid about the thing we see on film. Oh, he's out on the field. We can't really talk to him. And we've got so many kids like that just know that is expected of them, and that's what it's going to take for us to win. And they welcome it. They love that that's their responsibility, and you know, they don't take it lightly. They know how important they are to us offensively, defensively, special teams, just every phase, every play. They know the toughness it takes and the grit that it takes, and that's something we've really stressed and worked on all summer, tried to develop. And, you know, I think this is just a really nice way to kind of affirm that, okay, that's who we're going to have to be. And, you know, just there was a part in the second half where I was just so proud of our kids when it was just like there was a moment that we could take hold, and you know, our kids just seemed to never just never let it die, and just so proud of them.
Coach, we talked about our senior class, and you can look out on tape. Every one of them made a big play tonight.
Absolutely.
You know, it's from the Max Spurgeon down in the grind to J.P. Clarkson. Maddox Fegan makes a touchdown saving tackle on a 12-yard run. Brett Rubik has the ball, gets burnt for a touchdown, doesn't cry, doesn't pout, not like, kind of a sophomore year.
Sure.
Takes up, knocks the ball, makes a great defensive play to seal the ball game at the end.
Yes.
Can't say enough about Brody going across, running, we're kind of down. Brody kind of gave us that big burst when he scored his touchdown. Yes. White Gordon made some fantastic plays.
Yeah, he did.
My gosh.
Sides. Again, a lot of those guys on both sides. And what I loved about tonight, again, is like our kids really kind of dove into next play. Like when things were going really good and it's like, okay, we can get a stop. And then they get a couple big runs. It's like, but then we come back offensively and have a big run of our own. And you mentioned Breck. How big of a play was it down in the red zone right here, right after a penalty for us, gets us behind the sticks. I think it was third down.
Yep.
And he went and made a huge catch over there on the right side, deep in the red zone, to give us a chance to go score. I mean, just so many of our kids tonight. Just next play, gritty, tough. Just so proud of them. Like you said, it was kind of a title fight almost, and just proud of our kids for keep getting up and just keep fighting.
Yeah, Coach, we got some preliminary offensive stats. We had 410 yards total offense, 303 on the rush, 107 for Ryder throwing the ball. Hey, how about Ryder? What an awesome job, huh?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a senior quarterback for you, isn't it?
And that's a kid, like, he's cramping at the end of the first half and trying to get as much electrolytes and fluids in him at halftime as we can. And he's another one, just gritty, just kept saying, I can do this. I can outrun him. I'll make the read. I'll make the right read. And that's what I'm proud of him for. As the guy who teaches him what to read every time, I'm proud of him as I can be for just making the right play all the time. Because, he could just kind of go off script and kind of go do whatever he wanted because he felt like, oh, that's what the team. No, he stayed within the offense. He made the right reads, and then he just made big plays off of it. And I'm just proud of him.
Well, I told him, I said, buddy, Cousin Cole ain't got nothing on you no more.
Cole grabbed me after the game, and I made sure to tell Cole that too.
Well, Coach, we're going to let you go. We're going to talk to our linemen down there.
Yes, sir.
We talked to all the pretty boys. Now we got to talk to the guys in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when the game was kind of in question, that was where we kind of got tough. Ran Leo a little bit down here and got behind those
Leo
guys.
did a fantastic job.
How great! How big of a drive was that to go punch that in with some tough running, with getting behind our linemen, letting Leo have the ball. That was a period of the game where it was like you could almost feel it like, okay, we're either going to be tougher than they are, or they're going to be. Who's going to be the tougher team right now? And our guys, I mean, they just answered the call. I'm so proud of them.
Leo was just like a pinball.
He was. Yes,
boom,
he
boom,
was.
Boom, boom.
Yes, he was. All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach. Hey, good luck next week. We'll be home.
Thank you.
Lady Mustang fans, we're joined by Maxis Spurgeon, Mustang senior interior lineman on offense and defense. And I think Coach summed it up best. The first half we struggled a little bit. You've got a lot of young guys out there starting with you and Elam on the offensive part of it. Some young ones starting on the defensive part with you. But they grew up in that third and fourth quarter, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm just so proud of those guys. Every day they work their butts off. Even though they're sophomores, they don't find it as an excuse to just work their tails off and just beat everyone around them. It's just absolutely amazing. I just love those guys so much.
Well, I'll tell you, I never did it. I don't think Coach Martin ever did it. I think you guys are the first ones to ever come up here and get a win. I beat him at home when I was a senior, but as far as coming up here and getting a win, Rick Peck couldn't remember it. And like I've been saying, if me and Rick Peck doesn't remember it, it probably didn't happen. But fantastic job. We're going to let you get out of here and get rested up. Looking forward to the Cassville game next week. But, you don't often get it put on your resume, son. Defeated defending state champion, and you guys did it tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Look, this has all been brought to you by Cornerstone Bank, who does our post-game show. Eric, can you find us scores, and we'll go over those, and then we'll head home.
Yep. Let's see here. Let me do this real quick.
You've been listening to the...
That comes last. I'm still learning the football ins and outs for the school keyboard or the computer. Let me go to their website or the app, and okay. Make sure. Actually, let me close it to make sure it is fresh and new. I'm stalling as long as I can. Okay, over in the COC, oh, well, it's not loading. Okay, over in the COC conference, Glendale and Neosho are tied at 38 apiece in the fourth quarter. Glendale's come back and scored 15 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Webb City beats Lebanon 28-20. Carthage stomps Waynesville 50-8. Joplin Eagle over Kickapoo 31-7. Nixa over Republic 49-21. Ozark beats Willard 44-26. Over in the Big 8 Conference, Seneca beats Cassville 33-27. So that was a pretty close game.
Pretty close ball game.
Yeah. Our final here: Mustangs 39, Lamar Tigers 35. Final in East Newton, the Springfield Fighting Irish, Springfield Catholic beats East Newton 31-27. Nevada beats Monette 63-34. Over in the Ozark Mountain, Logan Rogersville says at the half leads Reed Springs 14-12, but where'd it go? It just refreshed and disappeared. But that could be a different score. Oh, yeah, 14-12 at half. Mountain Home leads West Plains 49-17 in the third quarter. Final in Bolivar, Osage beats Bolivar 28-20. Capital City falls to Carl Junction 35-21. And let's see, Mid Lakes Conference, Ava beats Buffalo 37-14. Clever beats Miller 20-7. Or no, excuse me, is leading 20-7 at halftime. Buffalo is at the third quarter. Sorry about that. Buffalo and Ava at third quarter. Clever and Miller at halftime. They could be over. They don't update these very often, I don't think. Father Tolton at halftime leads Forsyth 20-0. Mountain Home falls to Fairgrove 28-29. Liberty Eagle beats Stratford 48-0.
Well, Eric, thanks. Hey, guys, what a fantastic way to start off the football season. Mustangs come up here, knock off the defending Class II state champions, make a little history. I tell you, Thomas, I don't think you're going to get a chance to see much more stuff happen in one night. We appreciate you being here. Mustang fans, Eric and I are on the air Tuesday bringing you softball from home against Carl Junction. Next Friday night, the Mustangs open up their home part of the schedule with a Cassville team that's vastly improved, playing Seneca that close, but they also better be ready for the Mustang machine.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I was looking at. Some of those scores, I mean, some of them were blowouts, so it could have also just been, B team coming in for the other team. So, but yeah, great game tonight.
We're going to call it a night. We're going to head home on ourselves. Mustang fans, thank you, and we'll see you Friday night.
You've been listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or a therapist can help you get back in the game. Join us again after the game next week as we will once again bring you all the latest scores right here on the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.